Hey guys, Phoenix here, and today we are doing another episode of Let's Talk. Now, before I get into this, I'm hoping that everything looks alright with the camera. I've tried to dim the lights on the actual recording thing, so then it's not super like blurry my face out, whiten it out, or the background looks all weird. But yeah, it should be pitch black behind me now, and you should just be able to see me fairly clearly. So yes, hopefully that stays like that for the entire video. But anyway, today's topic that I'm going to be talking about is my YouTube dream. So basically, obviously when I say this, I mean my sort of goal that I want to eventually reach on YouTube, and what I would actually want to do in the future if I ever became a big YouTuber. Now, I'm going to start off by saying it is highly unlikely that any of this will ever happen, hence I'm calling it a dream, because dreams don't tend to actually happen. So this is what I would want to happen, but the actual chance of it happening is like 0.0000001% or something like that. So this is basically just hypothetical of what I would like to happen. So without further ado, let's jump into this, and I'm going to start off by saying one of my first ideas that I would want to do if I ever became a big YouTuber is, with that YouTube money, I would want to, don't know where, but in some sort of big city probably, I would want to open up my own bar slash like nightclub. So basically what that would mean is I have my own sort of bar, but at the same time on night it's a nightclub. So during the day the bar would serve drinks or small meals and stuff like that, and then during the night it would be a full-on nightclub. You guys may now be thinking, that's similar to what I already have. My answer to that would be yes. I have the Den. Now basically my sort of theory of this, no, not theory, but this is what I want to happen with it. What I would be doing is I would have the Den basically as a future version. So obviously, I don't know how to explain this. So I've got the Den now how it is, but what I don't, well, that's basically just a massive garage that I've turned into a giant party house. But this is where I would actually buy an actual building in a city somewhere, do it up as a bar slash nightclub, and then open it to the public. I would call this bar The Den, named after the original Den, so it's got that little bit of a that YouTube sort of link to me, so it's got my sort of like YouTube in linked with it as a sort of brand, I suppose. So that's my idea basically. I would call it The Den, my own bar slash nightclub, future version of The Den now, and then the meals and drinks and stuff that would be served at the bar there would have references to my YouTube. So for example, in the Den, my party nickname for some reason has ended up being Big Daddy G. I would have a drink or a meal, like a burger or something, named the Big Daddy G, and then I'd just have a load of other references in it. So I could have, I don't know, like I could have a very sweet, fruity sort of drink and call that the Liddy Pooch. Yes, Liddy Pooch drink. But yeah, that's my idea with that. So if I shuffle over to this side slightly, oh no, the light, there we go. If I now I've shuffled over here basically. If I now put a picture up here, this is sort of like what I would want to have as the Den. That would what it would be like. Well, that's what it would look like. Similar to, not exactly, but similar to, and that sort of style. So here's another picture of what I could have the food like, or something like that. Now, moving back to other things I'm talking about, it's sort of like how I would live and stuff like that. So eventually I would like to get a big house like Syndicates, have an indoor pool, something like that, 3-story building. So when it comes to actually buying a house for YouTube, my YouTube house would be similar to Syndicates, except with it being such a big house, I would probably have this giant like studio dedicated to just making videos. So he's got a recording and streaming room. I would have a full room, like a big room, dedicated to being a recording studio. So that would be like a big green screen wall one side, a black backdrop wall like this on another side, and just have all professional equipment in there. So that's basically my dream for a YouTube sort of house. When it comes to recording and gaming and everything like that, basically the same sort of setup as I've got now, but just way more upgraded, so a much more powerful computer. So the computer I've got now is the Alienware R7, still an amazing computer, but I would get something like top of the range, like best specs you can possibly get, then best monitors, best mice, best everything basically, and eventually work up to that for streaming and recording videos for you guys. And then my final bit of the YouTube dream is I would want to open up my second channel. Well, I don't have a second channel, but it's not one that I'd use constantly. It's just where I throw a load of random videos that I don't really care about. And I'd basically open up my second channel, again, like Syndicate. So this would only be if I was a big YouTuber. And I would probably start up daily vlogging and vlog every day of my life and basically do a load of fun things. For example, here's a few pictures from my older vlogs. I would do things like this again, but to the much more expensive and extreme way. So instead of taking pictures next to yachts, I would go on yachts and go out to amazing different countries. For example, here is one of my favourite places where I would want to go for a honeymoon. Hint, hint. But yeah, so that's basically a summary of my YouTube dream. This is another thing actually, before I do end on that sort of note, when it comes to my YouTube dream, I'd like for sponsors, because I think you're allowed 2 sponsors on YouTube at a time. I'm not 100% sure because I was only eligible for it for about 2 days before it updated. But basically, for my main sponsors, I've always wanted to be one, sponsored by Monster. So again, please share this video and tag Monster in it, because eventually I want you guys to sponsor me. I am very enthusiastic about your product. So yeah, that's one thing. And then secondly, wait, what was the second one? I can't even remember. Very unlikely, but it would be alright. Like, I would love to be sponsored by Aston Martin, because that is my favourite car brand. Highly unlikely, that's another thing. My YouTube dream, I've always wanted an Aston Martin. I would get the Aston Martin Vanquish in white. That is this one, by the way. Again, showing you lots of pictures. But yeah, that is basically my YouTube dream for that. Wait, I ain't finished talking about sponsors yet. What would be my second sponsor? Razer, that's it. Razer, I would love to be my second sponsor. So Monster and Razer would be the main 2 that I probably would love to have. So either way, they are going to be the main sponsors that I'd like, and that is my YouTube dream, guys. So apart from this, like the other things of meeting you guys and doing meet and greets and actually making an impact on your life, if I ever would be my dream. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just me talking about my YouTube dream on my second episode of Let's Talk. And yeah, I basically just hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I will see you all in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Smack my bell for notifications if you want to see me sexy face again. And yeah, Phoenix Salute, out.